Dead and Hip Hop album review. Ka, Languish Arts, and Wolf's.
Where'd you go for 10 minutes? Where'd you go?
So we're just going to separate them. I thought we were going to talk about both in the same video.
No, we're just going to do it one by one. And not spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
Kid like, see, that's why I don't host this shit.
Right. He said he didn't want to do it.
Right, exactly.
Dead and Hip Hop album review. Ka, Languish Arts. Ka is a rapper from up north, Brownsville.
Yeah.
Yep, Brownsville Ka. This is URL, brownsvilleka.com, right?
Yep.
Represent BK. He released 2 albums. This album review is dedicated, of course, to Languish Arts. And make sure you guys tune into the other review, Wolf of Studies, that will also be out on this channel as well. Before we get into the review, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you guys share this video as well. And leave your comments about the album in the comment section. Also, become a patron, patreon.com/deadandhiphop. And go take a look at some of the perks and everything that we got going on over there, man. It's a good time. They do the Odd Friday, where you get a chance to vote for the winner of each round. And classic reviews as well. So you get to nominate and watch classic reviews. Ka, Language Arts. Had no idea this was coming out. Of course, B put us on game and let us know. We reviewed Ka a good number of times on the channel. Definitely a poet and one of the best writers, I think, in the game. So it was interesting that he dropped 2 projects. I don't think either one of them exceeds 30 minutes. So this one actually runs about 28 minutes. And, as usual with Ka, man, like, I think when I listen to Ka, I listen more for, like, what are you going to say and how are you going to say it? Mm-hmm. And what are the stories and the narratives that you're going to tell, in this particular project? Like, what are you trying to get across? It's always interesting listening to him because, production-wise, and I don't know, did he produce all of these, B?
For the most part.
Him and Amos.
Amos?
Yeah, Amos produced.
Yeah.
Well.
So,
and I think Chuck Stranger's co-produced as well as featured on his tracks too that he was on.
Oh, okay. This was good, man. From the opening for Cobra, I really like No Reservations. Tashay is another one that really stood out to me.
Tashay?
That's not it? Tashay?
Touche.
What did I say?
Tashay.
Ronnie let nothing slide today. That's 3. Somebody else say something wrong.
Right.
Touche. All right.
I was looking at Touche. Like, huh?
Yeah, I was doing a song too. I was like, what the hell?
Where that's at?
Right.
What number is that? You got I am sort of curious why the double album though. Or why did he release 2 at one time?
I was curious about that too. I don't know if B has more background in it because they sound a lot alike, and it just seemed like the theme is very similar. But just based off the cover and stuff, and I mean, it seemed like it could be a double album. I think we kind of mentioned that before we started actually recording. That it feels, to me, it feels like a double album and not just 2 separate albums. But there were some things he was doing differently on one from the other. Or whatnot. I actually listened to Woeful Studies first and then this one second. It just I don't know why I did it that way, but yeah, man, this one I was kind of going back and forth with it, but yeah, I like this one a lot.
So you have one that you like more than the other?
I was trying to figure that out. I was like, damn, which one do I like more? But see, I like things he was doing on Woeful Sins because he was like rapping a little different. I mean, I'm saying Woeful. Yeah. I don't know why I said Sins. Woeful Studies. Thanks. Look, I appreciate
When
the
you keep
correction.
checking people, sometimes you check yourself.
Look,
Sometimes you check
I appreciate it. But yeah, I just wanted to you know what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to feel like I, really just put some time into like, which one do I actually like better? But yeah, I think ultimately I keep coming back to this one. I think this is the one that I don't know, man, just flow. I won't say flows a little bit better because they both flow well, but I like some stuff he was doing on this one. And the because Ascension was a single, right?
That was kind of like he released a single, then he announced that, bam, 2 albums dropping.
Yeah, and I really like Chuck Stranger's on here, man. He floated on these.
I do too.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah,
I was just like,
too.
I know back in the day you weren't.
Unindulged. Talking about Unindulged. Yeah, I was like,
I was curious to see what you was thinking about
I was
that
like,
one.
damn.
Trying to get beat chopped up again.
Nah, I know it's been a very long time. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been literally 10 years. But
He didn't apologize for it though.
Nah, he is the game.
I'm just saying.
You said I didn't apologize.
I think Chuck deserves an apology, bro.
Bro, he definitely.
Yeah, he
stepped his
came
pen
through.
up.
He came through on both of his features.
Man.
That don't sound like an
Yeah.
apology, B.
Huh?
That don't sound like an apology.
I'm giving him props. As an MC, Chuck Strangers, that you did your thing on this
He
album.
didn't deserve what you gave him, man. Just saying.
Look, I'm
Nah,
still
he did his
I'm
thing,
still
bro.
true to my opinion before.
See?
Nah, man, he brought it.
Yeah, he brought it on
bro.
this.
Like he floated on this, bro. I was like, damn. Nah, he sounded good, bro.
And for him to be like the only rap feature, rap feature on
And I
there,
wonder,
he
do
brought
they
it.
have like a relationship or something like that? I don't know how, like why Chuck.
They became
from-
friends recently.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I don't know how that happened exactly,
Yeah.
but I remember seeing something a while back that they had connected somehow. And I think it was based off of Chuck being a fan. I think they met up and just became cool.
And I think they both from Brooklyn too. So I mean,
Yeah.
Got you. And you said something that was like, yeah, he's a writer. I forgot how you said it, but like when you listen to Kyle, man, like this dude is seriously the epitome of a writer. I saw somebody make a comment about like what they said. They said this ain't hip hop. This is spoken word or whatever. But
Shelton say that?
huh?
Was that Shelton?
I don't know if it was Shelton. No, it wasn't Shelton. But it was. I saw it in the comments or somewhere. I was looking and it was just like, it's like, yeah, this ain't rap. This is spoken word. But I think they were saying it as a negative. I'm like, shit. I mean, even if it is just spoken word, this nigga floats on beats with spoken word very well. And that's what I was going. That was another thing I was going to say, man, about Kai. I don't know if this ever been said before. I'm sure it has, but like the way he finds a pocket on these beats. Like sometimes I'm listening, like, how did you flow over this like that? Like this beat. And I know he produces most of it, so I guess he has in his mind like, what
How
he
you gonna-
wants,
yeah.
how he wants to rap over it. But still, it's like, damn, man, this is like soundtrack music almost sometimes. Like, how do you, I think Jay Elect does it too, like where he can float. Well, a lot of people did it, like Billy Woods and all those people.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was really interesting for some reason on this one, how well he did it on some of these tracks, just with no drums and stuff, and it's just like music, beautiful music.
He's done
it's
it before
crazy.
though, man.
Yeah,
So,
for sure,
it's-
for sure.
Yeah, this shit's crazy.
I just said I don't know if I ever just acknowledged it like that, because I always just kind of focus on the words and stuff, but just focusing on the flow, because I always know I said he flows kind of that slow flow or whatever, but even in that slow flow, it's just the way he finds a pocket with it is important. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I mean I agree. I fucking love this shit. I think just the way he describes his surroundings and his rhymes on here be so fucking nuts and yeah, forgive me. I mean the stuff he talks about when he talks about like black issues, whether it's either just drug dealing going on in his neighborhood. I feel like this album, even the double album, I feel like he kind of described like his neighborhood, his hood a lot more on this one. You know how each album kind of always have like a theme somewhat. I feel like this theme was just kind of like him talking about his surroundings and what he hate to see, what he the beautiful ugly about his neighborhood. But yeah, if not true, Touche, Still Holding. I think the beat on Still Holding, man. Jesus Christ, some of the most menacing beats that this man be rhyming over, and the way he described, and like you and Ken mentioned, and I agree 1,000%. Like the way he writes his rhymes, the way he wordplay his rhymes, and say stuff so clever. And I wish it was like I can find a lyric, because it was a few of these, a lot of these where I wanted to like bring to the review, but I couldn't find any lyrics on here, because this man, I know he said some shit on Still Holding, and I was like, God damn. And on last place, I think that was a great way to finish out the project. But like you said, with these beautiful samples on a lot of these too, man, it's fucking crazy. But yeah, I think I am. At first, I was like, Rob, but I think I'm kind of in agreement. I think when it comes to replay, I do play Woeful Studies a little bit more than this one, but I equally love both of these albums because I feel like, you know, Kyle was just doing something crazy for this to be a double album. And Reservations, even the video, Ascensions is fucking nuts. That damn beat is crazy as hell. So
that opening when he was talking about like his relationship with his parents and his dad, yeah, that one hit.
Yeah. It's he gonna hit on some shit, man. That's what I love about Kyle, man. He gonna always hit you with some shit or just make you think or be like, damn, like. And it's very relatable too. It ain't no shit he's talking about. Like, you cannot listen to what this man says and be like, okay, this is not relatable. Like, he's gonna touch on some relatable shit, man. That shit is crazy.
No, because I don't know if it was this one or the other one, because I didn't have a chance to like break down the lyrics and which one and what songs or whatever. But he had, when you say relatable, it was one in particular where, you know, as soon as his partner started taking care of his mom, he got popped. He said that's the block.
Yeah, that was on Woeful Studies.
Woeful Studies. Okay, yeah. So yeah, man, like he just shit like that, because that's exactly what happened to my friend. Like it's just like, you know, as soon as he's able to take care of his mom, it's like
he gonna touch on some relatable shit.
So it's just like, fuck, man, it really is relatable, like for real.
Yeah, this came out of nowhere, which is, I don't know. I mean, I guess he always does that. Really, he doesn't really lead up to projects. He just kind of just drops shit. And you're like, oh, there's a new Ka project.
Especially these last like 3 years. He's definitely been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah, and I certainly wasn't expecting 2 albums, so that's interesting. I do disagree with y'all a little bit. I do think these albums sound pretty distinct. I think that with Languish Arts, it was more that kind of Ka that we're used to, but with Woeful Studies, I feel like he was a bit more aggressive. And he was rapping different on it. Like there was a couple songs where I was like, what the fuck? I've never heard this flow from Ka. So I think the albums are pretty distinct, but I do agree with that they could just be a double album. You know, it still does flow to me like a double album. But yeah, the way it starts off with Full Cobra, the guitar sample, and just, I don't know, just the second he comes in, man, I got the hood on my back, Full Cobra. It's like, wow. Again, Ka just somehow says shit where you're like, how come nobody has said that before?
Yes.
Like, that's such a dope way to put something. Ascension obviously was dope. No Reservations was my song. Like, that's probably my favorite song on both projects, even though I like Woeful Studies a bit more. But
real quick, I literally just got that when you said that. I never even disconnected that.
What?
The hood on my back, Full Cobra. I never even like connected it. Like, what the fuck, bro?
Nah, when Ka says shit, I have to figure it out. Like,
damn, bro. Like,
the hood on my back.
It is real simple, you know what I'm saying? But it's like that shit went on my head like a motherfucker. Like,
damn.
And I ain't afraid to say that shit. Like, I was like, I really didn't even think about that until you literally just said it. Like,
the I don't do quaint rap. It ain't trap. I brung escapes. It's like, man, again, it's like, how has no one said that before? But I was talking about No Reservations. That. I think that's the one that had like the really nice piano, and the backdrop is really, really, really pretty. And we were sitting for dinner, did it with No Reservations. There's another one that I was like, man, again, like, you just have such a beautiful way of putting things. But when he said that shit about how the corrupt cops, something like it's the new blanket with smallpox, something, they're all corrupt cops. And he said that's a fact they can't face. I thought the whole patrol was vegan the way they plant base. I was like, Jesus, man. Like, this fucking guy is absolutely incredible. But yeah, I agree. He's definitely easily one of the best writers in the game. Calling him spoken word versus rap is just...
Right.
It's just them dudes that just want to argue, like, hey, this ain't rap, this is hip hop. It's like, all right, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
You know, but whatever, man. People have their opinions, that's fine. But this is definitely fucking hip hop. I can't think of any rapper that would come and be like, yeah, he's not rapping. He's fucking rapping.
Right.
But yeah, Chuck Strangers, man. You know, I'm gonna apologize for B. You know, I mean, I think I apologized for him when he said it. Shit. I've always thought Chuck Strangers was a good rapper, man. But I think he's only gotten better. And this shit, I was waiting. I was like, man, let B say something bad about Chuck today, bro. Let B say something bad about Chuck today. Chuck can
he brought it,
produce
man. He
and
brought
Chuck
it.
can rap.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, he definitely, Rod used the perfect word. He floated on Unindulged. He sounded beautiful. But yeah, man, this record is just, it's beautiful backdrop. It's beautiful rapping. Like this, seriously, just, I don't know, man. It's just a beautiful album. And yeah, I don't know many rappers that can put words together the way Ka does. It's unbelievable. How we're this far into hip hop and he's still figuring out ways to say certain things that nobody else has. I feel that way about Evidence too, but Ka, I don't know, man. Ka is definitely something special.
And this far into his career too. You know what I'm saying? It's
too.
not like this is the second album, or
Right.
third album. Like this, it's like his 9th and 10th album. It's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that I was
It's
going to mention
crazy.
that too. I know you said
Yeah.
that about Rock Marciano, how like he don't miss. I don't think Ka misses either, man. I think we got to start talking about Ka and
This
his-
run that
his
he's been
discography,
on,
too.
this run that Kyle's been on,
Yeah.
man, since like
Yeah.
2015, 2013 really has been crazy.
I don't think Ka has anything that's bad.
Right.
Like his worst song is better than a lot of people's best songs, and the way he writes is absolutely insane. And yeah, the fact that it's almost like I wonder if he puts a metronome up when he's rapping and then just removes it. Like, cause sometimes I'm just like, I don't understand how you just did that.
Yeah.
How did you just do that? Like,
Right.
I can bob ahead, like, you know, to the beat, but it's just like, I'm only doing that according to how he's rapping.
Right.
It's like the way he raps makes you feel like there's drums. It's crazy. But yeah, I can ramble all day. Yeah, Ka, that motherfucker dope, bro.
Favorite tracks. Give me Ascension, Full Cobra, Touche,
Okay.
Still Holding, and No Reservations.
I was just talking about him. Full Cobra because Myke really just fucked me up with that. Like, damn. Like, I knew I liked the song and I knew I liked the hook, but I just realized why I really like it because
That's funny.
that's fucking crazy, bro. I don't know how I didn't catch that. I catch so much shit with Kyle, but I didn't catch that for some reason. So that one, Unindulged because Chuck Stranger just floated on that. It's crazy. Still Holding. Family Color. Give me Family Color. I'm gonna go back up to No Reservations.
Give me Unindulged. Give me Ascension. Give me Still Holding. Last Place. And If Not True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Full Cobra. I'm gonna go Ascension, No Reservation. Unindulged. And I think I'm gonna go Last Place.
Kai, if you're watching, another great album. You know, in the discography, man. You know, as usual, a lot of, you know, dope lines dropped here. You know, you're telling a lot of dope stories and bringing highlights to a lot of things that's going on. And I think you said it best. It's like you said you talk to people like your uncle with nuance, and I think that's applicable here, like especially for some young cats listening, man. There's a lot of game to be gathered when they listen to your albums, but more importantly, I think you're just kind of documenting from your perspective, you know, things that you're kind of growing up, and I think that's, you know, super dope. So keep up the great work, bro.
Kyle, if you're watching, first, man, sorry I wasn't on the last Kyle review. I didn't have enough time to kind of listen to it. I actually didn't have really enough time to listen to these either. But I realized it's never can be enough time to listen to your albums, man. I'm always gonna catch something months from now, probably even years from now. So you know, that's one of the things that I really appreciate about you as an artist. And I don't know, man, it's just something about your music, the way you flow, that captured my soul personally. Like, that was one of the big things about Descendants of Canaan. When it dropped, that was my #1 album of the year because it just touched me in a certain way, man. And this is no different. I think B mentioned it. Like, the stuff you talk about is so relatable. Like especially with me, man, just growing up in similar environments. So I don't know, man. I just really appreciate your penmanship, you as a writer, and just the way you are able to tell these stories on these beautiful beats. I don't know, man. It's like it's like calming in a sense. I was listening to it this morning right before we came in. I was like brushing my teeth listening to it, man, and like I don't know, it just brought a sense of calm and peace to me, man. And I don't know, I love it. I love what you do, man. And you've made it super difficult for me to not put both of these shits in my top 10 this year. So good job, man. And just appreciate the music, bro.
Yes, Kai, if you're watching, thank you for unexpectedly releasing a double album, bro. This shit is fucking crazy. It's, again, you making my 2022 very tough this year. Once we start getting to that year-end list, it's gonna be very, very tough. And just the fact that the way you tell your stories, the way they be so dark and menacing, but you always seem to kind of like, you know, prevail through your darkness that you're going through in your music, and it shows every time. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. So thank you. I was so happy to support this on your website when you release this. Support all your stuff, man, and keep it up. Whatever you unexpectedly release, I'm gonna be there to cop it and enjoy it. So good job.
Carl, if you're watching, incredible work as always. I appreciate how detailed of a writer you are. I appreciate the work you put into crafting these songs. And yeah, to give us 2 in 1 year, man, is really commendable. So yeah, great job as always. Keep speaking for the people that you're speaking for. I know those people appreciate it, even if they're not allowed to or they're not able to say it. But yeah, great work, and I can't wait to hear what you do next. But I'm definitely gonna be riding off these 2 for a minute.